Today, we are taking objects from around our house or our neighborhood and finding the deeper meaning in them. And the way I came up with this is during this 100-day challenge, spring of 2020, I was driving back with my family from New Mexico to Austin, Texas, and it's a super long drive, and it was getting towards the end of the day, and I was like, oh no, I haven't done my songwriting, and I know it's not going to happen as soon as we get home. So I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. So I just started taking photos as we were driving across the hill country, and of just kind of ordinary things, and then started describing them, and then the next pass I would describe them in a little more detail. What do they do? And then I'd start getting into like the metaphorical meaning. So I'm gonna walk you through. I did this exercise again, and just with objects that I took photos of from around the house. Now, each photo can be its own song idea, or the photos together can all be knit together in a song. That's what actually happened with the photos that I took on the road. When I did the exercise again, there wasn't really a synthesis happening, so they just turned into little snippets of ideas. So I have this laid out in day one. So the first day, just take a look at these. Go around the house and take 6 photos. And over on the left-hand column, I have like the zoomed out photo. And then if you have the ability, just really quick, your only job this day is to crop elements in that photo. Like I took a photo of a sustain pedal, and so I cropped the sustain pedal, but you may go back through and like, oh, there's some other little thing, like there's a baseboard that I want to take a photo of, or a knot in the baseboard. Like when you look at the photos, you might discover some other thing that you're curious about, and I would encourage you to follow that curiosity. So we have that, we have a garbage disposal, clock, and a capo. I took a photo of this shelf, and it was actually the power supply that caught my attention. I think I was looking at other stuff like the speaker and stuff like that when I took this photo. And then we have a hat rack, and it was actually the backpack that caught my attention. So let yourself explore your photos a little bit before you crop them, and then crop out that little piece. Then the next day, take a first pass at each photo. So my first pass was just to write down the literal title for each object. What is it? A sustain pedal. And then the second pass, I described what it does, and try to make your description very simple, like you're talking to a child. So second pass, it makes notes last longer. Then we'll go on to day 3, and the third pass, so we're kind of going through all the objects again, and we're going to just allow yourself to go a little bit deeper. Like what happens to this object when it's misused? Or how does it make you feel? And again, try to keep that really simple language. So the first pass was food disposal. 2, it grinds up the stuff we don't want. And then 3, it seems wasteful though. I wonder if the birds and plants could use our scraps. So this is getting a little bit more reflective. And this is just from a food disposal. And I'm reflecting on, well, as I should, my own waste. Day 4, we have the 4th pass. How do these qualities relate to your own life? So my first pass was backpack. Second pass helps me keep things I need close by without having to hold everything in my hands. I can already feel with that second one, like, whoa, this is heavy. This is getting deep. And then 3 got a little more reflective, but sometimes I think I need things I don't, and then I end up carrying around all this weight. It wears me out. Sometimes it would be easier to only carry things that I needed in my hands. I mean, do birds have backpacks? I guess kangaroos have pouches, but that's for their own creations. And I was doing kind of free write here, so it gets weird. Eventually their own creations hop on out of there and have a life of their own. I wonder if I'm holding on too long to my own songs, like a kangaroo with pubic hair and a mustache still hanging out in his mama's pouch. Whew! So get a little more reflective. And then the 4th pass, I wonder what it would look like to go for a walk without my phone. Maybe I could find a small rock somewhere out there to remind me of my adventure. And that just, I don't know exactly what the connection there was, but I think like the idea of just being more present to my surroundings and less present to like carrying everything with me and never letting go. So that was day 4. And then 5, 6, and 7 are turning these ideas into lyrics. So for capo, what I did is I used the just poor man's rhyme method. Just start with at the beginning of the alphabet and just go through the alphabet with a word that I want to rhyme. I just picked a word out of my writing. So first pass, or the title is capo. Second pass, it helps me play the same song in different keys. Third pass, it also makes me think I'm better than I am, a little more reflective. Fourth pass, excuse me, I spend a lot of time comparing myself to a version of myself that I wish I was. Why can't I just be happy with who I am? Woo, getting a little more reflective. Number 5, 5th pass, and here's the rhyming. I just picked keys, and I did keys, bees, sees, freeze, grease, knees, peas, tease, wheeze, leave. And then this is the song that came out of it, Blue Capo. Why are you so hard to leave? Blue Capo, you keep me in the same damn key. And then I recorded a little version of that. You can have fun with this. This doesn't have to be like earth-shattering lyrics. Just play around. And then day 6, I'm not going to go through all these. I'm just doing the same thing. I'm doing the quick rhyming, and then in XA rhyme scheme. So that's it. I would love to see your process. I'd love to see the photos, the cropped photos. I'd love to see, how you do this. Because I'm kind of curious if this is something that will actually inspire songwriting, or if this is just like a weird thing that I did and will never do again. So, thank you for helping me out with this. See you out there.